Uh, it's alright. Vinny. Vinny extends his hand for a handshake, though it's obscured by his sleeves. And secondly, we need a few chairs out here. We got some folding ones, but there's also some from the kitchen. Got it. They're cheap wood, not real heavy at all. After the chairs, we can do the table together. Mom be pissed if that got dropped. Why? It's the only one we got. And after everything's set, we can play something fun. 'Kay, little man? Vincent grins and bolts back towards the house. Damien chuckles and we both follow after the kid. Ow. The table drops the few inches we were able to lift it with a hard crash back onto the tile. I'd be worried about the cracks, but the floor is already pretty shattered around here from the years. This table must actually be their gold storage, and it's just painted to look like wood. That's the only explanation. We catch our breaths and give our strained muscles a moment to relax. Why can't Livia help us? She's super strong. Olivia's enjoying herself in the pool, bro. We don't want to ruin her time. Her chair thing has wheels. We can use that. I think it might be a bit small. No fair. She's gonna go to her room soon. Why can't she help? Hey, come on, not in front of any guests, yeah? It's true, though. You don't know that. Come on. The Damien mini-me pouts. I think I got a better grip on the table now. Let's try one more time. Okay, I'm ready. 1, 2. Wait. Huh? What's up? Oh. Mom must have been talking about the plastic table in the garage, not the dining room table. Well then. You're right. What? Guess we gotta haul this thing back into the dining room, fellas. Great. After getting the suspiciously heavy table back inside, Damien and I carry the much lighter plastic one out the door. As I catch my breath, I notice the younger dinosaur is gone. Maybe he ran off to do something else. Either way, I guess now's the time to ask. Hey, Damien? Yeah? What was that about Olivia going to her room? Huh? Oh, sorry, yeah, An awkward silence fills the air for a few moments. It's just... she doesn't really stick around for family events like this, is all. Regular introvert stuff, you know. It's no big deal. And your parents are okay with that? Why wouldn't they be? She's her own person. Right. She usually makes appearances for food, though. Hey, speaking of food, you want to go check on the grill? Wow, there's no way the food is done by now. I know, I just like the smell. Yeah, alright then. Sweet, let's go. As we make our way over to where Damien's dad is manning the grill, I catch a whiff of the spices and marinades applied to all the meat. Sophia is accompanying him, helping to place the meat on the grill. How's it coming along, Pops? You making anyhow I like 'em? You know it, son. Have a look for yourselves. He steps aside and lets us gaze at the variety of barbecue set over the flames. The smell of it cooking and the symphonic sizzling sound has my mouth watering in seconds. Good, right? I'll say. Randy uses a pair of tongs to grab a piece of steak that looks halfway cooked. The secret is you gotta let these babies have some time getting seared on each side. That way it really hones in the flame. Whoops. There's a bout of silence between everyone as we all stare down at the piece of meat on the floor. It's not too ruined. Hey, Olivia, you want it? What the fuck? A pair of eyes appear over the edge of the pool. Sure, toss it in. What the ew. 6 seconds, I guess, or 5 seconds. Oh no. What's this now? Randy proceeds to chuck the steaks right into the water as one would do with chum to attract fish. Jeez. Anywho, since you're our first guest, Inko, you get the honor of getting choice picks. Which one you want? I don't want to impose or anything. Nonsense. Besides, better to get in your picks now before the other guests arrive later. Hey, think of it as payback for all the soda and chips you've been getting us. Come again? Well, I guess a burger is more convenient. I don't get to attend a family barbecue every day. Excellent choice, Cinco. Want it rare, medium rare, or well done? Hey, Inko, go for the rare. Damien licks his lips as he says that. Good God. Rare? Oh, what the heck? Oh, carnivores, right. I'm pretty sure a raw burger would kill me. I'll take my burger well done. Yeah, I'm sure you'll want ketchup with it too, huh? I might. Come on, Damien. One well-done bird coming right up. I guess he's not like the actual Hank Hill. What if they want their steak well done? Yeah, not gonna take any chances. Just saying you're messing out, amigo. I'm pretty sure your mother was just messing with him. We'd never serve that sort of thing to a guest. There's no way we would afford the suit. Mr. Randy lets out a hearty guffaw as he lets the burgers on his grill. It's alright, son. Though it may not look like it, Volcadera has its share of humans. From what I know, you guys can eat about anything, right? Raw meat aside. I mean, yeah, I guess. Must be nice to be able to just grab whatever's on sale at the market. Meat prices these days are getting pretty crazy. I've seen some of that synthetic meat around. That might be cheaper. Why not try it out? I'll show myself out. See you later. Sorry. There's one taboo I stumbled into head first. Noted. I better change the subject before things get any more awkward. So hey, Damien. I've been curious this whole time. What exactly is this summer's end celebration anyway? Didn't my dad tell you earlier? It's the last warm day of the year or whatever. Yeah, I get that part, but why is it a holiday? That. Actually, I don't really remember either. Guess I should have been paying more attention at school. It's a bit concerning he doesn't know this much about his own culture he's currently celebrating. Actually, it probably doesn't even need a reason. Why would you? It's just the last warm day of the year. Any excuse for get-togethers is fine in my book. The kid flumps down hard on the grass in the way only children can without shattering something. Ugh. God. Ain't that the truth? And we don't gotta go to school. It's nice and warm, and we get to eat real good. I think those Mayans had the right idea. Vinny? Mines, yeah? Hey, Inko, are you a What? Virgin? What? What was he about to say? Alright, it's about ready. It's about time the guests showed up too, isn't it? They'll be here any minute. Oh, Olivia. Across the yard, Olivia contently drifted into the middle of the pool. Though a look came across her face upon hearing Damien's mom, and she began paddling towards the raised deck. Are you going in so soon? Yeah. Are you sure you don't want to wait until the others get here? Yeah, wait till the food's ready so we can all eat together. I'd rather not. I just have a lot of art stuff I have to do. Sorry. She tries to back her uncertain tone up with a shaky smile. Have fun? She lifts herself from the pool and kneels atop her chair. I'm confused at how her legs work, but my best guess is that perhaps they only do above the knees. Turning about, her hands carefully set her feet down on the chair footrests. Fully settled into the chair, Olivia rolls herself to the sliding back door of the house. Think the table is about set. Now we really are just waiting on the others. Damien, has your friend texted you at all? Yeah, Liz said she'd be here about now. Oh, it's Liz? Nice. She's bringing her uncle too. Oh, snap. Well, that's nice. I'll bust out the brewskis then. In fact, Damien shields his eyes and looks upward toward behind me. I turn too, but at this angle I can't see anything. Yeah, they're in the front yard. I'll go get 'em. Damien rushes through the back door into the house. A moment later, he emerges again, as if to show off the new guests. Come on, don't make it weird. Hey, everyone. Oh, Inko, you're here. Yeah, I got roped in. Neat. Come on, Uncle Mac, through here. Hey, I'm not that old. Well then, I guess that makes some sense, why she's the treasurer or whatever. A giant figure lumbers through the doorway. That is not what I told him to get. Hey, Michael. Randy, how you been? The two pat each other's backs and give a firm handshake. What the fuck? Ugh. Doing good, doing good. How about yourself? What's with the ridiculous get-up? Is it Mardi Gras? No, nothing like that. I've just been trying to relate a bit more to the younger generation recently. It seems we're just too different these days and all. Come on, leave that stuff to the kids. Then he sees me. Huh. Mr. Ferris? You know him? Yeah, we've met. He takes the same train as me. He's been helping me out. I recommended that I try this chain out. Liz jerks her head in my direction furiously. I'm gonna get it later. Oh God, really regretting the handshake now. Oh. I think he popped all my bones at once. If you're gonna pop your knuckles, don't bend your fingers to the side towards your thumb. You keep doing that, that shit's gonna hurt eventually. Just don't do that too hard. The food will be ready soon. Inko, your turn on the grill. Oh, don't worry, kid. All you gotta do is keep an eye on the meat and make sure they don't catch on fire. Damien's father leaves after a nod. The rest, too, heading to where Damien, Vinny, and I had just set the chairs and table. Turning to the grill with a grimace, I swallow my nerves and take up the tongs. Right, nothing to worry about. Okay, nothing bad so far. Heya. Oh, sorry. Hey, Liz, what are you doing here? Oh, everyone else is talking about Randy's cooking, and I'd figured I'd see what's on the menu. What do you think I'm doing? Why on earth are you getting my uncle to dress like he's going to be in a music video? Is he not ballin'? Gosh. Jesus Christ. He asked for help. You thought that was good help? Yes, he just didn't take it right. Across the yard, Vinny's jumping at the shiny object. Mr. Ferris caves and lends it to him. See? Problem solved. Ignoring Vinny now strutting around like a gangster. Oh man, whatever. What's actually cooking? So is she still sitting at the table or what? I motion to the silver trays spread out next to the grill. It's a lot of meat. Actually, aren't you a herbivore, Liz? I am, but I think Damien thought ahead for me. Wait, wasn't that the salad I brought? I knew he wouldn't forget about me like that. Anyway, is Olivia here? She was just in the pool. I decided to go inside. Liz's head is still for a moment, as if she's in thought. Apparently it's a common thing with her. Yeah. I was hoping she'd have stuck around for once. So she does this often? Every time Damien's folks throw a party, she slips away to her room. I sometimes see her at her window. Her eyes motion me to turn and look at a particular window. I can't really see from this angle. Oh, I would now be any different then. Liz shoots me a knowing look. What? Well, I figured she was opening up a little to you. I mean, I guess. To some degree. Not like I have any frame of reference. I mean, you kinda do. At best, I can kinda talk to Olivia now. Psst. Oh, what, did you just hiss at me? No. Then what? Oh! Oh my god, what the hell is going on? We'll never let it go. We'll yick out forever till the end of time. Spinning around, I see that something is caught on fire. Ants. Fuck. Crawling on me. I grab whatever it is with the tongs and flail it around, hoping the air would put it out. It works well enough, but it's pretty burnt. Well, that one's a lost cause. I give the piece of charcoal a careful look, and yeah, it doesn't look edible in the least. You could maybe pick out little pieces of it and just eat it anyways, I don't know. I put it to the side and turn back to face Liz. Anyway, what were you saying about Olivia opening up? Yeah, it's strange, but also good. Certainly a bit surreal after all this time. Liz lets out a sigh and shrugs. Well, it's a shame, but it is what it is. Anyway, I want to go catch up with the others. See you around. Liz returns to the rest of the gathering, leaving me alone with the grill once again. All the media says is politics, racism, and KKK. I just want to grill, for God's sake. Burnt piece of meat aside, the rest of the food is looking good. Still, I'm not exactly the best grill master. Not like it matters too much to Damien's folk. Whether food's actually cooked or not is purely an aesthetic matter. A couple more flips and the meat is brown and sizzling, which is good enough in my book to put them along with the other finished pieces. Think I'm about done with my shift. Damien's turn was next. He's just hoping to be wrapping up these last few things. He's just going to be wrapping up these last few things. It doesn't take me long to spot him chatting with Liz, who's enraptured with whatever guaranteed high-concept discussion they're having. Hey, Damien. Damien's frill things perk a bit as he turns around to face me. Your turn on the grill. All right, you got it, hombre. He waves Liz over and takes firm hold of the spatula. Employee of the month, every month. Okay, time to get some more. He suddenly pauses as his eyes fall upon the charred remains of a once juicy and savory piece of meat. He picks up the piece of meat and inspects it before chomping down on it with a single bite. Okay, I'll finish cooking the last pieces. Inky, if you'd be an awesome dude, can you start serving the others what's ready to chow on? I give Damien a nod and grab the tray of cooked meat. I take the tray over to the eagerly awaiting crowd with all the care to be expected from someone surrounded by very hungry, meat-eating Syrian. Upon seeing the platter of delectable and edible flesh, stopped whatever they are doing and began to gather around the table. And then I said, "Well, it's 'cause you look like a student yourself, miss." Sure. That's rich coming from you. Meat, 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 meat. It's finally here, Vincent. Now remember your manners. Hopefully with my salad, too. Oh, God, she's so adorable. Look at it. Seem like everyone's having a pretty good time with their meal. They even eat the ones that I cooked, though I can see Damien's little brother making a slight face of disgust. Still winds up chomping on the meat anyways. All in all, I'm pretty satisfied with how my cooking turned out. I take a seat next to Damien and Liz and prepare my meal before I dig in. Gotta go with the tried and true, ketchup and nothing more. With my burger prepared, I go in for my first bite. Got to say, Damien's dad did a great job with the patty. So what do you think, Inko? I give a thumbs up and smile as best as I can, with a full mouth. The elder dinosaur gives me a toothy, sauce-stained grin in return. I can see where Damien gets that toothy grin of his. Savoring the well-cooked meat, patty, and buns with each bite, I slowly lose myself in the party's mood. Though I feel more a killery from it, seeing the adults lost in work talk while Damien and Liz are handling the excitable Vinny. Humming around a mouthful of burger, my eyes wander. The entire yard is smaller than mine, and there are tons of toys scattered in the low-cut grass. Not too many plants either, just the grass and a couple of shrubs running alongside the fence. The word quaint comes to mind. Maybe intimate. I could picture the kinds of events that could happen back here. I shake my head, clearing my photographer's mind away. It's Damien's place, private property. I'd have to ask before I do anything camera-related. Thinking about it though, I do have my camera, securely stored in my backpack inside the home. A part of me considers grabbing it, and as I look back towards the house, I spy a certain someone at their window. Olivia leers out across the yard. She's too far away to tell what exactly she's staring at. That must be her room, then. Her gaze shifts a bit. I still can't see what she's looking at, but it's in my direction. Or Damien. He's sitting next to me. I carefully trace from where her eyes are focused, leaning to the side and slowly coming to the plate in my hand. Checking back, she's laser focused on something. I wonder. I slowly lift her plate up and Olivia's head tilts upward with it. I lower it and her head tilts downward. A part of me wants to test this further. Except that'd be a real waste of food. Whatever illusion she was under is shattered with a shake of her head. I can practically hear Olivia's annoyed growl from here as she turns her snout up at me and returns to whatever it is she was doing. So she does want some. Why not come out? Well, I'm sure nobody would mind if I just brought a plate in and left it. Besides, my fingers are sticky from all the finger food. to the point where they stick to my paper plate. It's actually kind of gross. Now I remember why I avoid it normally. Ungluing my fingers from the plate, Damien's mother notices my plait. You can use the kitchen sink for that, Inko. Or the pool. No. Sticking my thoroughly marinated fingers into the pool. That just seems like a future issue for whoever has to clean it up later. Thank you, ma'am. I think I'll use the sink. Gangsta. He's ballin'. He's fresh. Stylin'. Damien's already gotten up for thirds, so there's plenty. I load up a new paper plate with a steak in whatever remains of the ribs and discreetly head inside. Thankfully, the sliding door is partially open, just enough so I can use my foot to push it the rest of the way open. There's a coffee table in the living room. That's as good as a place as any. And the kitchen's right there. Just rinse off my hands I'll rinse my hands off a bit, and making liberal use of the dish soap, I start scrubbing my hands thoroughly. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. That's good. That's what I like. Making liberal use of the dish soap, I start scrubbing my hands thoroughly. While I feel the stickiness start to unstick itself, I look out the window. Damien's parents seem to be focused on Vinny, but Damien is still shooting looks to the left. The hyperactive hybrid shoots up from his seat, disappearing from view. Oh, God. Oh. Wonder where he... Ooh! Dang, clothes on, still on and all. Kid was serious about washing hands in the pool. Man, I could have gone for a dip myself. The AC in here makes a huge difference. Must be 90 degrees out here today. There's plenty of soda, so I'm not in danger of dehydration at least. But geez, I'm only noticing just how warm I still am from stepping inside. I'm surprised there's no steam rising from me. Looks a little red too. Good thing I didn't bring any sunscreen. Crap. It's not that bad yet. My neck is red. As red as it gets. But I'm still pale as fuck. It's the redneck way. Maybe the Paynes has some sunscreen around. No, they're reptiles, they wouldn't have any. Maybe I'll just have to deal with it. My knuckles start hurting from being wrung so much. The smell isn't gone yet, though. Let's sigh. Anyway, should be clean enough too. Both of us are frozen still, locked in a staring contest. The steak shoved in her mouth, she stares like a deer caught in headlights. She spits the steak back onto the plate in her lap and grips the insides of her sleeves. It takes me a moment to collect myself to muster up some conversation. Yeah, your delivery came in. You want a soda with that? The joke goes unlaughed at, as they usually do. I tried. May as well. Need to get to the fridge. Oh, sorry. I step to the side and give Olivia enough space. She rolls herself over to the fridge, opens it up, and rummages through. We exchange a few awkward glances to the point that it's palpable in the air. Palpable, that words. So, what are you doing? Getting a soda. The kid's taking your spot in the swimming pool. That's fine, I'm just gonna go crash in my room. When there's still a party going on outside? I'm busy with art stuff. Stuffing the soda can in her coat pocket, Olivia redirects herself and, with a flick of her tail, closes the fridge shut. What about the party? What about it? Still going on. And, look, I've got stuff to work on. Even though it's a holiday, it seems like the perfect time to get together with friends and family, and I'm not their family, if you haven't noticed. And I'm not going to be here for much longer. That's a new look from her. Oh. Was it because of what I said? Olivia? What? There's a couple different things dancing atop my tongue that I wish to say. Some would be too intrusive, especially after what she just said. One, however, sticks out the most. Especially after she had brought up working on it. And I genuinely want to see Olivia's process. Would you, mind some company? What? Seems pretty empty in the house to be by your lonesome, so maybe it'd be nice to hang out. Plus, I've been wanting to see your art for a while. Especially as I recall our freshman piece as displayed right next to the principal's office. I'll even show you some of my stuff. I have my portfolio drive in my backpack after all. I have to hold back my laugh as a silly strangled noise of surprised confusion escapes her mouth. Is that an okay then? No, it's just... I don't want anyone else in my room. And how about the living room? I motion to the well-loved couch nearby. She hums in thought for a moment. Are you really that interested? I might be. Yes. I've been waiting to see your work ever since I found out that the cityscape piece was in the gala was yours. Olivia clutches her hands together tightly. Okay, fine. If you're so interested, you can watch. She wheels herself back towards a shut door. Need to get my stuff set up first, though. Sure, I'll be here on the couch. I kind of feel bad for missing out on the party too, but I doubt I'll ever get another chance like this. Olivia returns with a small easel already set up with a half-finished painting. She takes a moment to shift herself from a wheelchair to the end of the couch right next to me. She's pretty close to me. I can feel her thigh barely brush up against mine, but I'll try to pay it no mind. The painting looks like a bust of a nondescript dino guy. Although with how vibrant these guys are, it could easily be a portrait of someone so specific. This isn't that good. She rips the page off and crumples it in her hands. Starting over then? Don't interrupt. She takes a deep breath. The paintbrush nears the canvas, slowly and gracefully, although it's clear her nerves are getting to her. Okay. Wait. Olivia looks down for a moment before she jerks her head back up, her face becoming a darker tinge of green. Dude, why'd you scooch so close to me? I didn't. You're the one who sat next to me. Oh. She looks away for a moment, realizing how over the top her reaction was. Olivia then does a double take at me, her brows furrowing. What's wrong with your skin? I was born like this. Shut up. That's not... You know what. Yes, it is. But I mean, it's red. Oh, yeah, I think I'm sunburnt. That shit ain't fun. Like the one time I go to like a fucking water park. That shit peels. And also kind of disturbs you when you watch the Powerpuff Girls get sunburnt. That shit was fucked up but funny. As I look over the red splotch on my arm, I guess his jacket would technically be off. As I look over the red splotch on my arm, Olivia raises a hand and touches it. Ow! Why? Jeez, that really hurts. Yeah, it does. I didn't think to get sunscreen on the way over. There wouldn't happen to be any here, right? Point taken. But there's some of those spiky plants outside. Although something, I think. Just snap a leaf off, stick your dick inside, and go to town. Like that one guy. Just snap a leaf off. Mrs. Payne won't care, probably. I think I've heard something about that plant before, yeah. Alright, I guess I'll give it a shot. I get up and head back out the front door. Lo and behold, there were in fact a number of those spiky plants around. I walk up to the nearest one and carefully grab the leaf in the spot with dull spikes. It bends and snaps off pretty easily. Man, this looks about good enough to eat, but it probably tastes awful. Is it really good for curing sunburnt skin? Back inside, Olivia started painting again. She gazes intently at the page. And the plate of food I had brought in had been cleaned. Olivia holds one last rib in her mouth like a cigarette. It waggles up and down between her teeth. When she sees me, she crunches the bone in two and swallows the last of it whole. Well then, that's scary. I bring up the yellow leaf. Is it? She nods and extends a hand to grab it. I hand her the thick leaf and she extends a single claw. Once she catches the edge of the skin, she makes quick work peeling the husk off. You do that often? Not me. Sophia uses it a lot to make smoothies for the family and healing salves for Vinny. What? They're real pretty, too. Olivia blinks, coughs, and grimaces. To, paint, I mean. Natural homemade healing recipe, huh? Gonna have to ask for that later. Could come in handy down the line. I moved to remove my jacket. Well, then how is your arm sunburnt? Whatever. So the aloe can be applied properly. But I don't get far before I notice Olivia's face turning a darker shade again. No. No need to remove your jacket, you mungo. Do not call me mungo. Just roll up your sleeves and put the jelly on your neck. Well, yeah, I mean the neck would also be... Whatever. Neck and arms. She hands me now exposed aloe jelly, all the while doing her best to not lock eyes with me. After rolling up my sleeves, I scoop out a dollop of the opaque substance. The feeling of relief hits me the moment I spread it across my neck. Man, this feels good. I start applying more to my nose, cheeks, and most importantly, the top of my head. Yeah. As I do, I watch Olivia continue her painting, taking extra attention to her brushstrokes. The way she moves it down the canvas with such smoothness and gentleness shows her level of concentration. Not too rushed, but also not that overly focused on the art either. Using the last of the aloe to cover my arms, I'm fully covered in the rudimentary remedy. I take a second to throw the husk away in the kitchen trash, catching a glimpse of the party outside. Everyone looks like they're having a good time out there. Except for Mrs. Sophia, who's currently trying to chase a very soaked Vinny with a towel. A knife. No. Back on the couch, Olivia's painting is starting to take a more defined shape. Unlike the cityscape piece, however, it looks more organic. She continues to paint in silence, occasionally doing a quick glance at me to see if I'm still watching. I don't want to poke at Olivia for no real reason, but... well, this might be my only chance to ask. Hey, Olivia? Your family, the Paynes, they seem like a lively bunch. What's that supposed to mean? Like, I knew Damien was eccentric, but I can see he gets it from the rest of your family. First of all, the Paynes are my godparents. Secondly, yeah, they are. So, how long have you known them for? Olivia pauses for a moment mid-brushstroke, but then continues. Practically my whole life. Damien and I have known each other since we were carpet crocs. It's pretty good. I like that. And his parents have known my dad since, well, forever. Since before we were even neighbors. Yeah, friends of the family. Pretty much. Whole reason why I'm living with them. Her muzzle clamps shut. Forget what I just said. The words are spoken with a tone tinged but bitter with something. A tone I felt very familiar with, whenever my own family is brought up. Sure, the only sounds left now are brushstrokes on the canvas. My focus turns back to the patch of blotchy red and pale watercolors slowly forming across the wide expanse. Occasionally, Olivia's gray eyes would glance my way before going back to her work. Compared to the more rapid pace of time-lapse art videos I had viewed, like people drawing extremely detailed Santa Clauses with MS Paint and nothing else. God damn it. She was more deliberate with each of her movements. Pretty obvious since most of those were done digitally, another thing I'd not considered. Still, staring at the painting in progress itself, there's something uncanny about it. Now it's more formed, definitely looking like something. Lowering my shades with one hand so I can make out the peachy pale and vibrant red colors of it, my other hand is brought up so I can try and trace it out in the air before me. Olivia looks back to me again, and a glint of something shines through her eyes. Hold that pose now. Hey! How long have you been using me as a layman doll? Her hands fail to cover up the snort that comes from her nose, followed by a gremlin-like cackle. I was at a thrift store, and there were these little records where, like, it's like a little group of them, not an entire set of it, just a few of these little gremlin records where it's just like narrating stories of it. You know what I mean? I've never knew anything like that existed. Also, there's a new Gremlin cartoon or something, which is weird to think about. Consider it the price to see my progress. My process. I want a refund. Nope. Looking again, it's slowly becoming a watercolor bust of my burnt face. Like looking in a mirror, eh? Can't you at least get my good angle? Let me take a Giga Chad pose right quick. Nope. Turning back to the mural due the melanoma, Olivia starts adding in a blotch of cream by my head. A sigh escapes my lips. Hey, I said stay still. Why? And I'm not that red. Another high-pitched giggle comes out of Olivia. It's called artistic license. Well, it needs to be renewed. Despite being the butt of her joke, I feel myself smiling. Must be the new sounds from her. It's the first time I think I've seen her happy outside of Idekin's class. And yeah, that laugh of hers is kind of infectious. The silence returns, though the mood feels much lighter now. I feel so stiff right now. I don't know how long I've been holding this pose now. If I had to guess from the sunlight filtering into the house, it's at least been an hour. Merle del Melanoma was almost done, and it was staring back at me with the most intense eyes. Olivia's attention was left on one final detail. The hand holding its lowered shades. I'm thankful she'd finished the sunglasses first, because the reflected light from the sliding back door had been searing my retina. Olivia? Hush. She turns her head to focus entirely on the hand held by my ear. Pupils moving rapidly to try and take in every last detail. Her fingers twitch as her hand hovers over the painted hand. Her eyes are now shifting between my hand and my eyes. Her hand is now quaking and a growing redness suffused her face. The more she looks towards my eyes, the more her arm shakes and face brightens. Finally, she turns away from me entirely, bringing both of her arms with her and away from me and the canvas. Okay. Her cheeks puff out as she exhales her held breath. Okay. Finally, she turns her cherry red face to the canvas and inspects the near complete portrait. I'll come back to this later. Yeah, you can drop your hand now. Finally. I lay back on the couch, feeling my spinal cord pop in rapid succession. I said your hand. Can't. I attempt to stretch my arm in front of me. And because of my stiffened muscles, my forearm is pulled back towards my sunglasses. I repeat the motion several times, the movement helping to ease the muscle, until finally my arm doesn't feel spring-loaded. While I was busy trying to fix my arm, Olivia was packing up the canvas. That's about it. You can go join the others or whatever. She drags the canvas, easel, and watercolor tubes back to her room. I wonder if she'll keep that one. And I wonder if she'll stay in her room again. We'd been inside for a while. I don't think anyone outside has noticed we've been gone. Vinny and Damien seemed to accept that Olivia would stay inside. But... wait. I caught her a bit off guard. Maybe it wouldn't hurt if you took a break and went outside, just for a few minutes. What? I mean, it could help you decompress. If this is you trying to get me to join the party, it isn't working. I don't mean it like that. Then what? Look, Inko, Mr. and Mrs. Payne already have Damien and Vinny to handle. Meanwhile, I'm just extra weight for them to carry. That seems a bit harsh. Damn shit. Fucking ants. God, die, motherfucker. Die, you 1998, 9, whatever, son of a bitch. Go get stuck underneath someone's boot and exclaim, "What the hell is that?" Or whatever the fuck that movie was. Whatever the hell that movie was. That seems a bit harsh. And it's like I said, soon enough I'll be out of the house and out of their hair. Most I can do for them is, at this point, is not to be in the way. And it was every argument she had. They're the kind of arguments that come from desperation and guilt, to convince herself it's for the good of everybody. But doesn't she see that pushing them away just makes it worse? They willingly have her here because they love her, and yet she tries to remove herself. Anyone would be lucky to come home to a family like this, and no amount of wealth could substitute the kind of emotional support they offer her. They're doing their best to help to take care of you, Olivia. Damien's always by your side. Vinny seems like a nice little brother, and both Mr. and Mrs. Payne have your best interests at heart. She's not making eye contact anymore, but she's listening intently. This is all the stuff she's known already. Wouldn't you want to recuperate their affection? It's the least you could do. Why the hell are you telling me about my own family and friends like you know better? With nothing else to say, I make my way towards the sliding door. At least I tried. Wait. I'll go. Really? Thought about it, and you're right. If it'll make him happy, I guess I'll try. There's a twinge of shame in her voice, but that's to be expected after an internal struggle. I'm glad you came around. The back door squeaks back open. Even with sunglasses, I wince at the sudden brightness. I take a step out and stretch my back, working on the last bit of stiffness from my shoulders. Olivia still waits at the threshold of the door. What are you waiting for? A curtain call? With a grin, I draw the sliding door even wider, and with a beckoning wave, attempt to usher Olivia out as if I were her personal attendant. Cut that out. Don't make it weird. Despite her words, her tone is more humored than annoyed with me. Relax. Nobody was even looking. But it looks like there's definitely no more food left. About right. As Olivia rolls down a small metal ramp I hadn't noticed, we catch Damien on the bottom step. Olivia? At the table, heads turned towards us, looks of surprise etched on the faces of most of them. Instead of answering him verbally, Olivia's hand comes up in a nervous wave. The rest of the party resumes their prior discussions, although maybe a bit livelier than before. Hey, cool to see you out here again. Hey, Damien, why are you all the way over here for? Can't stand to be by Liz's uncle when he's eating. He's got those fibrous teeth. Ugh. Like blue whales have? Yeah, freaks me out. His dentist must make a fortune. Yeah. Hey, Olivia, what are you doing back out here? You forget something? No, I just thought it'd be good to enjoy the weather while it lasts. Damien perks up, all with his frills undulating. No, Damien, stop that. Olivia quivers as Damien's grin grows wider and frills start moving faster. You, stop it. Even I'm getting unnerved by how those things move. Damien. Sorry, you know these things got a mind of their own. Finally, those weird flaps still. Dude, you were just complaining about Mr. Ferris and his teeth. At least he can keep his mouth shut. Hey, I could always wear a beanie. No, you can't. Remember the last time you tried? Both Damien and Olivia share a laugh over some event they're privy to. When they finish, Damien asks the million-dollar question. So, you gonna join in, or... She turns her head my way, and I give her a supportive thumbs up. Yeah. Damien finally stands from the step, and we all start heading for the table. Each party-goer greets us when we approach. The loudest from, Livy! Hey, 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 you finally came to play again. The rambunctious boy hoots and hollers as he clambers a topper. Livy, let's play cannon. Cannon, cannon. A growl reverberates from Olivia. Oh, you want to play cannon then? Yeah, come on, cannon. All right then, ready? Round loaded. Fire. Oh my god. Oh god, this was a bad idea. Yeah, Randy. Relax, Soph. Vinny's still young. Michael, Vinny, be careful. I'm okay, Mom. Whoa, have you gotten stronger, Olivia? No, shut up. Anyways, can we do it again, Livy? Olivia smiles and pats his head. It's weird seeing it, but as she readies Vincent for another launch, the Gator girl has a bright, toothy smile I never thought she had. Fuck. Mr. Payne. Alright, I get it. Vincent. Yeah, Dad. No more cannon today. Olivia and Vincent share a disappointed look. Now, there's a lot more things you two can do. Vincent perks up and immediately rushes off. Oh, I know. Olivia turns back to the rest of the group with an uneasy smile. Mrs. Payne steps forward with a sigh, and then pulls Olivia into a hug. I'm so glad you came out, dear. You always know how to liven up a party, little ace. As she's hugged from both sides by Damien's parents, I see Olivia's smile quiver. Finally, her own arms come up and she returns the hug from them. Time seemed to pick up speed after Olivia had come out. Mr. Payne and Damien returned to the grill, managing to prep and cook a final serving of meaty goodness for an early dinner. Mrs. Payne and Mr. Ferris had continued their conversation while Mr. Ferris's throat ran dry. And the rest of us had to contend with the hyperactive child with an armory of foam dart guns. I felt bad for Liz. She'd become a one-woman shooting gallery for the boy. And Olivia, and me, and Damien, but at least he looked apologetic about it. But now things are winding down. The food is officially all gone. Everyone is exhausted physically and mentally, and yet thoroughly satisfied emotionally. Olivia pads by me, having returned to the pool to cool down and stretch out. God damn. Good Lord. Massive. Absolutely massive. There was just one thing to really cap this off. Okay, everyone. Oh. I hollered to everyone currently on the deck, grouped up nicely for me. Man. Looking through the viewfinder... Wait a minute. Okay. Looking through the viewfinder of my propped-up camera, I adjust the focus to ensure everyone is captured perfectly in the shot. Alright, on 3, give me your biggest smiles. 1. Wait. Olivia turns away from the camera, looking towards Damien. With a grin, Damien waves for me. Dude, you gotta be in this too. There's nods and words of agreement from everyone. Well, it's been a while since I've used this mode, so why not? Setting the time delay, along with the sports mode, I'm sure with 10 rapid succession shots, at least one of them will be perfect. I can always do some post-production on it too. Ensuring that the focus is still fine, I click the shutter button and keep the count in mind. 30, 29, 28... By 13, I've settled myself next to Damien and above Olivia. All right, 9, 8, 7. I feel something wrap around my ankle and press against my back on 4. Three, 2... My camera flash goes off 10 times as I'm pushed over by Damien and pulled into the pool by Olivia. Well, there you have it. Goodness. I'm looking forward to it, definitely. Well, I don't know what much else to say. I guess I'll see you when. Bye-bye. Until next time.